Sup guys, what's good? My supplies arrived for my business, so let's unbox them. Starting with filament, this is basically PETG, food safe filament, which is going to be really good for my, the cups, making the spoons and all that. So this is what it looks like. It's a pretty nice reflective blue color. I opted for blue because it's quite common, especially among gym bros, to go for like shiny blue and black. So budget was tight, so I stuck to just those two colors, but it's a good start, and this is like a nice tester filament. Now this is like the proper filament, either blue or black, I don't really know, but looks like it's black. So this is a 1 kilogram roll that I was yapping about. It's about, I think, $20 New Zealand dollars per kilogram, so cost of goods created will be relatively cheap. And likewise, we've got the blue filament here, so the two colorway options, which is a good start. Now we're getting into the more interesting stuff. So this is packaging, which is going to be used for keeping the contents safe when we're shipping both domestically and internationally. We've got a few different sizes, so this is like the smallest size that they do, which there's a good amount, not a crazy amount, but there's a few. And then we have, all of these bigger ones. Very conveniently, they come with their own self-sealing material and bubble wrap inside to keep the product safe. So bigger size here, smaller size here. You might be wondering, why did I get two different sizes? So the smaller size is my initial, 1 or 2 or 3, and then the bigger size is like way more, different colors, engraving options. It starts to add up, and there starts to be a lot more than just one, and it's like a bigger bundle, so that I can increase my average order value there. This is a thermal paper packing slip printer. So goal is to turn this, which is thermal paper with stickers on it, into packing labels. I've ordered a bundle, so this is like a pack of 10, but we'll just be focusing on this single roll for now, just to test that it works. Well, yeah. That's what it looks like. It's pretty chill. And now the machine itself. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It's pretty small. It's way smaller than I thought it would be. But then again, these are small too, so we'll see how that goes. Nice instructions. Genuinely impressed that Temu sent something out that was this decent. And then, I have no idea if this is to charge it or to power it, but it seems like it's USB to USB-C, which makes it pretty accessible, meaning my laptop or PC could honestly run this, which is great. But that's for supplies. That's as far as supplies go. Really quickly, these are the prototypes that I've made. I started with this when my printer was having a bit more stringing issues, but then after fixing it, I went and did these two prints. So this one and this one. So this is like PLA, so it's slightly more, PETG, and the print profile was PLA, so it looks slightly more rough, as you can see, than this one, which is PLA, and it was from that print profile, so it's pretty good. And what the idea is that this piece over here slides, allowing a hole at the bottom to open, and just creates a controlled, precise flow of any kind of powdered substance. So yeah. Cool, so now I'm going to do just a little bit of a case study. So I've made a quiz using AI based on the video from someone who made $80,000 in their business in a week. So I'm just going to share some information. Okay. So this person made $80,000 in revenue in 7 days, right? Their average profit margin of the store was 30%. The amount of profit that came from organic listings was like $4,000 in a week. So just organic free listings, no ads at all, $4,000 in a week, which is crazy. And the advertising platform that the speaker mainly used was Google Ads. And this really changed my perspective, because I was like, oh, okay, well, don't most people use Facebook, Instagram, TikTok? And then it clicked. Google is like better in the sense that there's lower competition, but then also if you want something, you're actually going to search for it online rather than, social media. You'll make a video that sounds like, looks enticing. And they both can work, but if you want actual results, I feel like search-based results are more meaningful than social media. So it works better because people search with buying intent, and the type of scaling that's used is horizontal scaling. So there's a few different types of scaling methods. There's horizontal scaling, vertical scaling, and surface area scaling. So yeah, surface area scaling is basically creating multiple listings for the same product. Why that's called surface area is because you're expanding the amount of search results for the same product by making several listings. So what tool is used for product research instead of Google Trends? It's called Winning Hunter. So I'll be using Winning Hunter maybe, or maybe not, since I've already found my product. And yeah, duplicating listings increases profits because it increases the surface area and clicks. Alright, what mistake does most dropshippers make? It's copying everyone else instead of finding gaps in the market. What is a gap in the market? A product with high search demand but low quality competition, especially on Google. Why are Google searches more valuable than social media ads? Because people searching on Google already want to buy, so there's no demand creation that's needed. What click-through rate is considered standard on Google with one listing? 4%. What conversion rate does a successful store average? Between 4 to 6%, but around 5. What pricing strategy is used when duplicating listings? Creating premium, standard, budget versions to capture different buyers, but also create different entry points. What is the purpose of AI-generated product images? This makes listings more appealing and helps customers visualize themselves using the product. So we have that power now in the Big 26 with AI, so I'll definitely make use of that. Why does Google Ads become more efficient with more products listed? Because more data trains the algorithm to find better buyers and improve conversions. What does the speaker do after finding one winning product? They will build a full product line around it and scale this horizontally. So for example, if we apply this with the product idea that I have, I might build like a gym starter kit with more than just the scoop. It could have other items as well that help people starting out. And that could be a product line, for example. What is the difference between horizontal and vertical scaling? So vertical scaling increases ad spend on one product. It makes sense, you're doubling down on one thing until it breaks due to audience fatigue. So you just add more and more and more and more money until it becomes a bit obsolete within the market it's being promoted to. Horizontal scaling expands the product line and listings, creating more entry points into the store. Just think, you have a good product, now you're making as many variations as possible, and from that as many listings as possible, using many different keywords and hooks and different angles to the marketing, and then you dominate a certain subset of products. And yeah, you don't have to invest as much per product for it to do as well. It's pretty good. This allows continuous growth without creative burnout. Why does the speaker believe Google Ads has less competition but more opportunity? Because most dropshippers focus on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram, leaving Google poorly optimized. Listings are low quality, pricing is bad, and storefronts don't convert well. So this creates an opportunity to dominate high intent searches with better listings. How does duplicating listings create a monopoly on Google Shopping? By creating multiple versions of the same product with different images, pricing, and angles, the brand appears multiple times in search results. This increases surface area and captures most clicks, pushing competition out. How do auctions work on Google Ads, and why does relevance matter? So Google runs auctions for each search term. Ads most relevant to the search win better placements by creating listings tailored to different search terms. For example, cheap, durable, comfy, for men, for women, etc. The brand wins multiple auctions simultaneously. Why is this model easier to automate and scale than social media ads? Because Google Ads rely on data and buyer intent, not creatives. With AI tools and employees uploading products, the owner does not need to manage creatives or audiences. So the system basically compounds as Google optimizes automatically. And 7, what is the long-term business goal for each brand built using this method? So each brand built is to be automated, scaled, and eventually sold for a large ads payout, which is probably the plan for me. So the strategy in 5 steps is literally just find gaps in Google search, validate with data / search volume, build superior listings with AI, duplicate listings to increase surface area, and then horizontal scaling plus dominating auctions. Cool. So applying this to my business, I shouldn't just sell one scoop. I should create at least 10 listings, 10 angles, and 10 chances per search per variant of scoop. So it's like a 10 to 1. One product gets 10 different listings. So if I have 5 variants, I need to have 50 listings on Google Ads, which is crazy. For example, there could be existing example product lines like the Protein Scoop Pro. The angle for this could be accurate dosing, and the buyer could be Gym Bros. Another one's pre-workout scoop. For the angle is energy / speed. It could be for stim users. Creatine scoop for precise micro serious lifters. Coffee scoop could add the morning routine angle and the lifestyle kind of buyer. Meal prep scoop for clean eating for meal preppers. Bulk powder scoop for big tubs for heavy users. Minimal scoop for aesthetics for TikTok / Instagram users. Travel scoop, funnel scoop for no spills. There's a lot of applications that I can have there. They're all the same product, but they can have different images / titles so that there's different search terms, and then it means that I can own the shopping feed. So yeah, what this means is Google becomes my main platform, not TikTok. Meaning that I should focus on Google Shopping ads, Google search ads, and SEO product pages, because people search for scoops when they're buying. There's no creative fatigue. There's no algorithm roulette that I'm playing with here, and I can scale horizontally forever. And step 5 is AI images mean an unfair advantage. So I just need something like a hand holding the scoop over a protein tub, or scoop pouring powder into a shaker, scoop in gym bag, scoop next to creatine tub, scoop next to coffee, scoop on kitchen counter, scoop on scale. The possibilities are endless with AI. But yeah, each image is a new listing, each listing is a new auction, each auction is a new chance to win. So, step 6, pricing. I'm not going to sell one price. I'm going to have a budget scoop, a standard scoop, and a premium scoop, or at least bundles. So, budget might just be one, and then standard might include more, and then premium might include even more. I don't actually know how I'm going to categorize each, tier. It might be based on how much plastic is used, the features offered, or I might just offer, honestly, bundles. So yeah, it just upsells the product and increases AOV. Same product, different perceived value, and now you catch every type of buyer. So horizontal scaling, this is gonna basically let me hit big numbers. So once the scoops work, if they work, I would expand sideways, so doing different types of things, larger scoops, maybe stainless scoops, clear scoops, colored scoops, branded scoops, bundle 3-pack, yeah, and the reason I picked this product overall is just it's simple, it's, you know, facilitates repeat purchases, it's cheap to make, it's search based, it's easy shipping, and it's not trendy. It's something that people just buy, and it's not something that just rides the wave and then crashes down. There's always going to be a wave of gym goers who will appreciate something like this. So yeah, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. We covered quite a few things. We covered, yeah, basically what I'm doing, the stuff I bought, the plan that I'm now following here, and the first prototype. So stay tuned for upcoming videos, and thanks for watching. Hit subscribe, hit the like button and notifications, and I'll see you in the next one.